Okay, where were we? Mountain climbing, that's right. Some handholds there. This last Wednesday, the new season of Reacher came out. I don't know if any of you followed it. What? And those... Those who watch Reacher, new season 3 came out, and follows the same suit. He's traveling around, doing his thing, and then trouble seems to find him. He can't help himself but want to investigate. Gets caught up with local law enforcement, who then come to his side and then aid him and do a bunch of very not by the book actions in order to do so. And it unravels this deeper, more unexpected story. So, I think the actor, Alan Richardson, does a great job with it. For those who are about squeamish, it is pretty violent. Also does include some other gratuitous scenes in it, so not really family-friendly show to be watching. But it's an interesting comparison to the version that came out with Tom Cruise. People say it's a lot truer to the book because of the size described as Reacher. I think it's Tom Clancy novel. Pretty sure it is. He makes some great novels and correspondingly great movies, which took up a lot of the movie that I saw as a kid. Didn't even know. Usually featuring Harrison Ford, usually played characters a lot. Tom Cruise with Reacher. What else?
Negium Harsinta, Taint Wing!
Yeah, it's starting to get a little bit predictable for me. Remember when I was in college, I would watch Monk. And I would drive my roommate crazy at the time because I was not allowed to talk because I had to figure out the formula that the writers used. And usually could figure out the story and how things happen, how it would be unraveled. Essentially, I knew how the story would come out by the end of it. Yeah, I really enjoyed watching Monk. I related to the character a lot, not because I don't have OCD or anything like that, but just how I process things and saw the world and approach problems. I found like very intriguing and relatable. And
Never know who come wandering in while you're there.
it led to other sort of these kind of police drama comedies that came up afterwards. But also are some of my favorites. Psych. I watched all those different episodes for Psych. Kind of cool. And it's hilarious, and the dynamic between the two characters was just perfect. So I highly recommend that if anybody likes those types of shows. Psych is great. It's definitely something that I think a lot of people went on the radar and missed. I liked all the seasons except for I think it was like 6 or 7 or something. Not gonna spoil it for you, but it delved more deeper into sort of like the relationship kind of part of the story rather than more the mystery problem solving. But then it shortly recovers mid-season, and then it's just great afterwards. And it's hilarious because it has a lot of pop callbacks, a lot of the famous actors from like the 80s and the 90s featured in it. Even had Val Kilmer at one point. It's just hilarious. And they like reenact some of the old movies, and they do different styles and like cinematography of it that it actually adapts like the different directors. So it's just, it's more than just like a, what are they called, like a process, like for like investigations and that kind of thing, but also does a lot of cinematography and movie. It makes it really enjoyable if you like movies or are cinema buff. I also highly recommend Psych. So there's a little bit of everything. So if you like romance and drama and relationships, it has that. If you like the mystery like I do and the puzzles, that's great. If you like comedies, it's pretty funny. I'd say it's a little bit more of like a drier humor to the show, but it has a really strong ending. And I haven't seen the movies, but the movies are supposed to be pretty good too. But that was said to be a result of, oh goodness, of Monk, because it brought like this comedy side to the more intensive drama. You think of like NCIS or Law and Order, like those types of shows, which are not comedy at all. I mean, I think it might include some, but it's definitely not what they're known for. Whereas shows like Monk and Psych and another one of my favorites, Brooklyn Nine-Nine, which is also a great show. I was actually introduced by one of my interns that was working for me, told me about that. And I thought it was specifically just about New York. I didn't realize it was actually a cop show. And I didn't have access to that network. I didn't have cable or anything like that. So it was streaming. I was actually able to go through and stream. I think it was on Netflix for a while. If it might be now back on it. So that's where I watched all the episodes. Yeah, it's has great dynamics. The stories flow really well. I think they balance between the relationship and the drama and the comedy and the mysteries throughout it. That's one of the things. I liked House as well, but only up for like the first couple of seasons, and then they started doing a bunch of weird stuff. And nothing to do with like medical mysteries anymore at that point. I don't know if they ran out of ideas or I know a lot more of the medical shows appeal to white women, so I think maybe it was part of that dynamic. That wasn't very nice. Okay, enough of that. So I stopped watching that.
Please
I didn't
help!
watch that too.
Hold still.
I'd given up hope
I don't know
before
if
you
the
came.
later
Bro,
seasons are covered.
Stay
in
safe.
It's not much,
everything,
but
but
please take it.
what I read from some of the other reviews is that it did not. It went deeper into that kind of more of like a drama show, I guess, trying to compete with Grey's Anatomy. I know my roommate in college really liked to watch that a lot, which I did not really care for so much. I couldn't really follow what was going on. And never really got that invested in the characters either.
Come and fight! Show me your skill!
Harley. too. And then of course, my mom got me introduced into a show I really liked. Oop, I do not want to go there. Yeah, that's what I figured with that fort. Yeah, she introduced me to a show called Warehouse 13. That one is one of the other few actual shows I went through and watched every single episode. I think I might even made it through a couple of times. But I really like that kind of buddy cop style of like puzzle investigative kind of show. And they're kind of show where I feel like you can watch that through and kind of catch more of like clues and stuff, especially with like all the characters that go through their development and everything. Because I know there's different audiences, is they're not just making the show specifically for me, but trying to hit a larger demographic. This is really weird. I'm actually very surprised I got that first time. I just had turned my brain off and it kind of just did it. So, that was not easy to go between the triangle and the X that fast. Yeah, so I mean, I don't mind like character development. I think it's important to have like the relationships develop and that kind of thing, but if it's like the entire show, that's just way too much for me. I do not want to. I'd rather just go live my life.
You wait.
Just ready.
Someone, please.
Good example of that is there was
You'll be free soon.
precursor to Warehouse 13, which had some
Lord
crossover.
Sakai, you have my thanks.
Be careful up there.
Take this. It's
Was it-
all I have.
There's also a sci-fi show. So the sheriff comes into town and it has like a town full of like really smart people. They get to stay there if they make grants and stuff. Can't remember the name though. That's gonna bug me now.
Yeah.
Where'd the bird go? Where's it going?
Yeah.
Up there?
Yeah.
Jump like this.
Yeah.
No? I don't know what it's trying to show me. I can't go inside, right? No. Go inside. On up there?
Yeah.
Anyways, I can't remember the name of the show, but yeah, that's one that I tried to get into, but it just did not really make. I did not follow what it was trying to tell me. I grew up watching like Columbo, Matlock, some no, you know what she wrote. So I grew up
Once
watching
more,
those.
none of you can enter. I'm sorry, but you must.
Lord Sakai, is that you?
I'm surprised you recognized me. It's been a long time.
We haven't seen you since
The duel with the Ronin.
a day not easily forgotten.
Lord Shimura wanted to make peace. The Ronin had other ideas.
Your uncle did plenty for us over the years to make up for it. But enough of the past. What brings you here, Lord Sakai?
These people from Omi village. Do you really intend to keep them out?
We're not fighters, my lord. If the Mongols come for the refugees, we can't defend ourselves.
Lord Shimura is safe, and amassing a force to retake his home. The Khan has more pressing concerns than this temple. You have nothing to worry about. You're safe. If the Mongols attack, I'll defeat them.
I understand, my lord. With your promise of protection, we'll be happy to give these people a safe place to stay.
Surrounded by illness, ignorance, and death.
Come inside, but please leave all belongings or livestock near the gate. These are holy grounds. Please treat them with respect.
I started watching Columbo again recently, and that's a rough show. I can't believe I watched that when I was a kid. It's really intense. I did not remember that when I was a kid. I don't know. I mean, it was made for TV, so I don't know if I just didn't remember those parts or they cut it out. No clue. Yeah. And things like Matlock got me interested. It's a law side of it too. I watched like Law and Order, like a few episodes, but I don't know. It's not something I really got into. NCIS was more of my bag, but they did the more the investigative side, I guess. Like the forensic, I think was more interesting for me. But it was things like Matlock, which got me interested in funny movies like My Cousin Vinny, which is really good. Actors in it is good. Have Danny DeVito? No. Joe Pesci? That's his name? I think it was Joe Pesci. And then Marissa Tomei as his fiance. And that is a hilarious movie. It's about these two New Yorkers that are the wrong place, the wrong time. End up getting accused of these crimes and arrested in this small southern town. And so, Pesci's lawyer comes down and helps defend him. And the interactions between the judge and I can't remember the name of the character, but of the main protagonist, and that dynamic is pretty funny. And then there's this YouTube channel. I can't remember the name of it. It's this lawyer like
Send your
reacts.
best warrior.
It might be a lawyer reacts. And he watches like different movies and shows and scenes. And he provides like his impression about how accurate it is, the actual law process. And I found that really interesting. But My Cousin Vinny was one where he rated that one pretty highly to be accurate, even with all the comedy and stuff involved. Whereas he sounded very angry. Nap time.
Help me!
You're going to be all right.
It's over. Thank you.
Go. Be well.
Please, take this.
I always like shows like that where doing investigation, and even from a young age I enjoyed the games like Clue. Using like deductive reasoning and everything. Really anything that has to do with like pattern recognition and prediction and analysis. And they combine that with like psychology and everything I find really interesting. And the creativity too of it, of these writers, like especially these ones that last like a really, really, really long time. Like I'm really impressed by how consistent they are.
Good noble.
I really wonder how they keep like the context of the world, so they don't make like a bunch of loopholes and contradictions. I'm sure they do, they're not perfect, but a lot of them are very well done if you're watching through it, especially over any other period of time, not like binging it over like weekend. I don't think most people would actually catch them, so that's what makes some of them really great. Yeah, that's why Psych and Brooklyn Nine-Nine and Columbo and Monk are some of my favorite shows I watched as a kid and growing up, and even as an adult.
Yeah.
I'm going. Hey, how do I? It's not gonna work. Apparently the main actor too, like Psych, he even I think wrote like a dozen of the episodes, I believe. I did not know that. So he was kind of like a producer, writer, and actor for this show. And I found original, not original. I found like original like writer for it that conceived the idea. It's actually based off of his childhood. I mean, not the like all the details of the show, but the premise of the dad training the kid to have situational awareness, watching his surroundings, that kind of thing, because he was I believe he was a detective. You know, was trying to raise him to be a detective as well. Kind of like follow the family tree, which he didn't. He became a writer instead. Which is nice, because then we got the show Psych as a result of it. How do we get up there? Is it that gate that's closed? Is that the only way? Oh, oh. I feel I'm trying to get somewhere I'm not supposed to go at this point. And if anybody's in the chat, if you want to leave if she's seen those shows, experiences them, what kind of shows you like to watch. One of my favorites is Cobra Kai, which it's one of the ones I've actually watched through all of them. I grew up with Karate Kid and stuff, so. Kind of interesting, and I think it's kind of funny how they portray the events from the other side and kind of show that there's two sides to every story. Because when you look at it in that context, I mean, it's a movie, right? So, I mean, you can't provide all the context, everything that's going on, but it's pretty hilarious. I'm probably sure that I probably derived some sort of like fan fiction theory of the show, but if you don't know what Cobra Kai or Karate Kid are, Karate Kids is a show about this kid that moves from like New York to I think California, LA, and ends up
Are you cowards?
getting in a fight with these karate kids in the Cobra Kai dojo. And ends up meeting a gentleman by the name of Mr. Miyagi, who then shows him how to defend himself. Anyways, so yeah, he ends up getting bullied by these kids in the Cobra Kai dojo. And then by the end of the movie, ends up having this big tournament with them. And of course, you have like the wax on, wax off, and all that stuff. Comes from that. Well, Cobra Kai, it's from the viewpoint of the main kid from Cobra Kai, Johnny. And like it takes off from when he's like an adult. The result of like, the tournament and everything that happened, and he has to like build up his dojo, and it's showing his relationship with the Karate Kid. And it's just funny because from his perspective, it's like this kid moves in, tries to steal his girl, like starts a fight. It's his sensei to beat him up and his friends, and then uses an illegal kick to beat him in the tournament and everything. So, yeah. And again, just like Psych, there are some slower sections in the seasons to it. And it's usually, I wouldn't say like light and family friendly, but it's definitely a show that is tend to be more comedic while approaching like deeper subjects. Like recovery, revenge, retribution, dignity.
Send your best warrior.
He starts out as the underdog and it's built up, which I think is awesome.
Quickly, Nobu. Heal.
So I feel like martial arts or Karate Kid or like 80s types of stuff, especially, and like throwback, it's definitely a show you should check out. It's on Netflix. I grew up doing a lot of sports and combat sports and martial arts as well, so that's just something I really have a large interest in. Especially going through trying to learn all the katas and really it's when you're sparring it's kind of like chess but with your body, because different moves you can choose from, your different opponents, different styles. I mean, you have base level rules, but there's so much improvisation you can do when you're sparring that it's really like a new experience. Really, anybody can do it too. Just find like a local martial arts studio. They'll start you out as beginner and then build up to do some paid sparring too. And usually start out slow, not to just protect you, but also your sparring partner, because you need to be able to have control when you're sparring, because otherwise you can like hurt the other person, because you're not going to go full out when you're just sparring. It's about learning and everything. So that's something usually takes a while. Usually you have to get in my full belt in order to start to have the privilege of being able to go through and do sparring. But yeah, in college, my boxing coach, if you want an intense workout, you find a good actual real boxing gym. Yeah, that was one of the first times I puked whenever I worked out.
Come here and fight!
It's with that boxing gym. Well, you said that my footwork was really slow. So that's what ended up getting me interested in doing swing dancing, actually. Was to help improve my footwork. Get back faster. So I did both that in Taekwondo. Help improve my footwork speed, which both helped a lot.
You'll be free soon.
I'm forever indebted to you.
Go, and stay safe.
It's not much, but please, take it.
And Taekwondo is a great one if you want to be doing something that's much more controlled.
And challenge me!
It's a lot of guys. And that's also mainly kicks, so it's a lot less to learn that way.
Over here!
Wait!
Hold still.
I owe you my life.
Find somewhere safe. Be careful.
This is for you, Lord Sakai. Bless you, my lord.
That's not popping up. I mean, that's not something I should be trying to take. The gate is not open. Which is usually not a good sign.
Stand and fight me! You will kill me too!
I'll go in there. Yeah, you can kind of get rough. Yeah, I trained boxing, taekwondo, judo. Did some karate when I was a kid. But I transitioned more into judo from karate. Which I was a bigger kid and they ended up putting me in with the adults, which was pretty rough. Because I was, I don't know, 10, 12 when I started. I think it was 10 when I started. I was sparring with, 20, 30, 40-year-old men. fully grown men. Definitely had me work on my speed and technique, getting that solid really well. Yeah, after a few months, I was actually able to. I wouldn't say beat them, but I'm pretty sure they probably went easy on me. I could definitely do some throws and grapple and get some locks and other different holds in pretty efficiently. But you have to be careful with that. You get some guys in there that I don't know why. The kid was probably, I don't know, 2024 or something like that. He ended up choking me out. He got me into a rear choke. And I was, trying to tap out. Yeah, so he got me a rear choke. I was trying to tap out. For whatever reason. He said he didn't feel it or whatever. He ended up choking me out. I blacked out. Woke back up and stuff. A very, 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 very bad headache. I mean, I was fine and stuff. I went back this week, but I definitely did not spar with him again. That was not cool. Especially now that I'm adult.
Let's go, Nobu.
Seriously, that's like a kid. Makes no sense. Boxing was always my favorite. I mean, I enjoyed judo. Definitely liked the technique and the challenge of that. But naturally, that's what I was trained on from my dad. This boxing was the first time I learned.
Who will face me first?
It's not just throwing punches. It's actually a lot more complicated than that. There's actually an art to it. There's different styles, different stances, different types of defenses you can do. All sorts of different things you can do. Mash up and stuff. And then you have to change your strategy depending on the opponent. Are they bigger or stronger than you? Are they are they taller than you, shorter than you? How's their reach compare? There's so many factors to consider when you're sparring with an opponent.
Come and fight! Behind him!
Is it broken? froze for some reason.
Wouldn't trade you for anything.
So for Taekwondo in college, I ran the conditioning and also helped out with some of the demonstrations and help training the newer people. So I had a lot more sparring experience to handle it, just in case. So I didn't get injured. Clicked on where he's burning. Sure.
I wish being a samurai were as easy as slipping into warm water. You're a good horse, man.
And I look for the bear. What's it talking about? What's in here? Nothing. Yeah, there we go. I also help with the self-defense training, and I was there test on me for that, locks and keys. I was just so horrified by the how ineffective a lot of techniques that they taught were for these women. I mean, you're taking like a 3-hour course on this. They're taking techniques that, I mean, it would take you a very, very long time with lots of practice to actually master. And such a wide variety of techniques. I never understood that. Like, really, if
Quickly, Nobu.
I'm not a trained professional by any means or anything, but if I were to set up a course for like self-defense, I would definitely think on just training like 1, maybe 2 tops. Or at least like 1 per different like scenario of like standing from behind, on the ground. Like 1 technique for each of those scenarios, and then just do that for like an hour each one, and do those 3 like over and over again. And choose the ones that are actually have like the highest effectiveness, because they're teaching like pressure points and stuff. I'm sorry, but if you're not a trained martial artist, you're not gonna hit a pressure point in the middle of an actual like street fight. someone's attacking you. That is not happening. There is no way you're being able to do that. Adrenaline, especially if you haven't even ever been punched in the face, like that's a whole new experience. As soon as you get punched in the face, any strategy you have for the first time, I go out the window. So, and then you're teaching like women how to do that while trying to fend off like guys like twice their size. Like that makes absolutely no sense and seems so dangerous to me. So I was pretty verbal as being the test on me, and I did not play around too much with the coach because something honestly was not something that was going to take me down. I would not play along with that then. I mean, I wouldn't resist, but
Be careful. For my lord.
I wouldn't just play around and be like, oh yeah, this is working. I'd like be like, no, that's not doing anything. There's a thing too, so like the person's gonna stand there and let you apply pressure points or joint locks and stuff. I mean, they're gonna be grabbing you, hitting you, like pushing you down, like all this stuff. The last part is. So yeah, if you're doing self-defense, first off, you really need to find a legit course, because that's going to be not just like a waste of your time or waste of your money, but dangerous. If they're teaching you stuff that's going to make it worse for you, absolutely not. That's going to teach bad habits, if anything. Again, I don't have any that I know off the top of my head. I've been a part of those courses, but yeah. Honestly, there's a movie that came out in like I think the 2000s. Sandra Bullock. It's called Miscongeniality, and in it she does. Okay, well. It's about this FBI agent that is trying to investigate this threat to this beauty pageant. So she has to get all dolled up and everything, and it has that like transition where she's grungy and bad hygiene and wearing glasses to straighten her hair, taking a bath, and taking her glasses off. And then she looks, attractive then. It's like one of those types of stories. So she does that, and part of beauty pageants is you have to do like a talent. And she does originally
Here.
I don't know the name for it, but when you play like glasses of water, almost kind of like an organ or piano, kind of essentially. has like 30 or 40 different ones, and each plays a different note. But then for the finale one, she does it as self-defense as her demonstration for the pageant. And
Hey,
techniques that she has in that one are Ghost in Soul, Solar Plus 6, groin and nose.
yeah!
Go ahead
Are my experiences sparring and everything. Those are some things that really do hurt. Groin, of course, and then insole, I don't know as much. Not really been everything that's really targeted, but I know the solar plexus. That'll knock the wind right out of you.
Who will face me first?
I know the nose. Oh man. Let's maybe find one that can
Send your best warrior.
help teach techniques like that. That are more targeted. Not joint locks. And I say not joint locks, not because they don't ever work, but the thing is that it's hard to apply them properly in a combat scenario. Especially if it's something where you've only had like a 3-hour course, you have never practiced it ever since then. That's just not realistic, something you can do. But striking like a nose or groin or solar plexus, I mean, that's something that you can learn in like an afternoon. Not by reflex, but at least something that you're more familiar with. Because with joint locks, you have to get the lock completed correctly. You have to apply the pressure. And usually in the scenarios, it's like someone's holding out their arm and then you're applying the joint lock. They're not actively trying to pull their arm back or grab you. And that's one of the biggest things. I don't think that joint locks are a good solution for self-defense, is the fact that it's leaving you exposed. You are actively trying to grab the other person at that point, which is opening yourself up to defense. Imagine like you're trying to grab like their wrist or something. You have no guard up to protect your face from getting hit. Like that's just so risky. The biggest thing you want to be doing in this scenarios is really just to try to run away, yell for help, and avoid trying getting taken down to the ground, which is the worst thing that can happen in those kind of scenarios.
Who will fight? Ah!
Thanks.
Really? There's nothing down here?
Boy. Hail!
There must be something. But, yeah, not at all. So yeah, I hope you find that interesting. Maybe probably not helpful, but at
Send your
least
best
interesting.
warrior.
Shades Berta and the altar.
Please, help me!
You're going to be all right.
Thank you.
Go. And stay safe.
This is for you, Lord Sakai.
I'll never forget, there was one self-defense class. And they were trying to teach you to essentially go into like a... like fall on your back and then try to hit up towards the groin. And I was like, absolutely not. I am not teaching these women to do that. That's the most dangerous position you can put yourself in. Like, yeah, so that was one of the times I ended up getting a disagreement with the person running the training on that. So I ended up showing them, and I slipped their guard and got right on top. And showed them, see, these can. It's really easy to slip that. And they tried arguing, oh yeah, well, since it wasn't prepared, it's like, well, taking like a 100-pound woman and like a 200-pound man, and then letting him kind of get on top of you. I mean, what? That's. I mean, that's just math at that point. And that was the only time I ever saw that kind of thing ever tried to enter into the curriculum. I have no idea where that came from. I don't know, that person just came up with their own, decided, hey, I'm going to teach these people this, or what. But, yeah. But like I said, really the best thing to do is trying to call for help and get away from this situation. I mean, honestly, it doesn't matter how much training you have, whatever. Especially if there's like more than one person. It makes it extremely difficult. It's not like the movies.
You must be Goro.
We must all be someone. Who must you be?
Lord Sakai.
Aye, the samurai are all dead.
I'm very much alive, but my patience is dying. Lord Shimura asks that you repay your debt to him.
He's alive? What does he want?
To deliver a message to the mainland.
I charged a lot for that trip, even before the Mongol blockade.
You owe my master a debt. This will repay it.
Then I have no choice. After Komoda Beach, I thought my debt to Lord Shimura was erased. That's why I was drinking.
To celebrate your escape?
To mourn the samurai. Those warriors died protecting men like me.
They swore to defend everyone on Tsushima. Even you, Goro.
I don't know if I can repay their sacrifice.
My master wouldn't ask for your help if he expected you to fail.
Doesn't make any difference.
This is my home. Come in. Getting past that Mongol blockade won't be easy. Do you have Lord Shimura's message?
He has it. At his camp on the Akashima coast.
Ah, I can work with that. One of my boats is hidden near Fort Mitodake. This map shows where I'll wait on the forest road.
Open up, Goro! We're not leaving until you pay us what you owe!
Shit!
Out. I didn't call for Ronin.
My lord, what's your business with Goro?
Private.
We'll be back.
Has anyone seen my daughter? Please. Has anyone seen Kuma? Kuma! Where are you? My lord, please.
What's wrong?
My daughter's missing. I haven't seen her in days.
Could she have run away?
She wouldn't do that. Please, find her.
My mother was like you. Would stop at nothing to keep me safe.
Then you understand.
Where did you see her last?
At the dojo. I left early. She said she'd catch up, but she never came home.
I'll do what I can.
Haven't eaten in days.
Someone there should remember the girl.
A good example of that is the show on Netflix, Viral Hits.
Only reason the Mongol...
It shows the pure chaos
I'm looking
comes
for a
in
girl
street
named Kuma.
fights.
Girls, boys, chickens. I have it all. For the right price, call them whatever you like.
Fool.
Who let a dog into the dojo?
Do you know a girl by the name of Kuma?
The merchant's daughter? Yeah, I know her. Haven't seen her in days, though.
I need to find her.
Sorry. Can't help you.
Lady Masako. What happened?
I need to find a girl named Kuma.
I don't know anyone's name, and I don't want to. Leave me be.
Hey, warrior, over here.
I know who you're looking for.
You know Kuma?
Yes, but we can't talk here. Follow me.
You can attack me.
I knew it was too good to be true.
Something's wrong. Her mother hasn't seen her in days.
We can speak privately here.
How they get their feet to dry out.
Kuma is a friend. Last I saw her, she was leaving with a man who promised her a job.
What kind of job?
Running an inn. She wanted to earn some money for her mother. Made me promise not to spoil the surprise.
Where's the inn?
Numanaka Inn, up the main road.
Okay. Anyway, so yeah, the show's called Viral Hit. But this kid is bullied and he learns how to fight and everything, and creates a Buzz live channel about it, which I'm guessing is kind of like TikTok.
Couldn't do this without you, boy. Let's go, Nobu.
All right. Let's get this over with.
Kill him! You done it!
Why did the Ronin attack?
That was weird. Anyways, so I mean the fight scenes are dramatized over the top. Makes it fun to watch, but how they use the environment and how random, and the fact that someone's completely untrained, has no chance to get someone who does have some training, just yeah, shows it very well. At the same time, though, I mean, there's a size difference too. You have like Brian Crenshaw versus like 120-pound karate guy. I mean, you can just pick him up and bear hug him, you know? That's definitely why, for everybody, I recommend if you can de-escalate or not getting into a fight. That's definitely the preferred method. Whoa, okay, did not see that. Because unless you know the other person, then you have no clue what their experience level is at, what you're facing, like how strong or weak they are, nothing. And you have nothing to gain from that either.
Can't trust anyone these days. Innocent looking girl working for bandits took all I had.
She seemed like a helpless young girl. I didn't see the men with her until it was too late.
Boss!
That's not a good sign.
Heal!
For those who don't know, Brian Crenshaw is a strong man.
Numanaka Inn. Kuma should be here.
He's back. Let's see. You're out back. Don't let him get behind you. You're blocked. for that! Down!
Please. Don't force me to do it. I never wanted to hurt anyone.
Forced you to do what?
Rob people. They made me wait on the roadside, calling for help. Most people would stop. Some wanted to help. Others.
It's over now. Let's get you home.
Head this way.
He's hiding.
Now get down!
Him.
Down!
Kuma!
Mother.
This is foolish. Surrender, and you can live.
Girls, boys, chickens. I have it all. For the right price, call them whatever you like.
Time to end this.
I couldn't make you enough.
I'm glad I could help. How did you find us?
I followed you. Saw you talking to that Ronin. After you left, I approached him myself.
That was brave. Ronin are dangerous, unpredictable.
Nothing compares to the fear of losing your child.
I didn't think I'd ever see you again.
Okay, everybody. Thank you for joining me, listening to my stories tonight. Hope you found them interesting. Liked them. Free to follow or subscribe. I don't have a particular schedule. I stream or anything, but you can check my YouTube channel for my live streams too. It goes onto there if you're on Twitch, on YouTube, and subscribe and check out my channel and watch them at your leisure. So thank you all for joining me. Y'all have a great night and stay safe.